and is part of our treaty obligations as we look at the rest. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, Your Worship. We probably missed the latest email, but the intention was not for the agreement to be signed today, but for Tarrant, the tokoroa River iwi, to host us at one of their marae in the future to do that signing. Probably tokoroa marae, which is just under the blocks of the Horohoro. As you said, the three pieces of river legislation require us, as a way of improving the health and well-being of the Waikato River, to have joint management agreements in place between the river iwi and all of the councils in those catchments. And we had an agreement in place with Waikato as one of the key river iwi in September 2013. It's been in place for a while. We also need to have an agreement with the tokoroa River iwi. There are three iwi involved, and they all operate under the banner of the tokoroa River iwi Trust. So the agreement is with the trust on behalf of those three iwi, and the agreement that we put together in this case is identical, in fact, to that of the agreement we have with Waikato and SWBC. And there are other agreements, of course, that Tarrant will have. In fact, they've already got agreements with the Rotorua Council and with the Regional Council. We just need to finalise agreement with us and with Tokoroa. So, and since we circulated the draft agreement, talked to Mr. Berryman Kemp at Tarrant, and we've agreed that it can be further simplified and further aligned with the one we've got with Waikato by deleting the idea of having a map. You see a map in the agenda there that they have with the Rotorua agreement. We don't have a map with our Waikato agreement, and we agreed that we probably don't need one. So the revised agreement that Mrs. Robinson is now distributing occurs in clause 2.1 of the agreement on page 3. That's the piece that is shown in highlighting there, and with a stroke out through it. We're proposing that we're no longer using the words being area shaded purple on the map, because we're not going to have a map, and that no map be included in the map. With those amendments, I would recommend that the council adopt or agree to this joint management agreement being signed at the appropriate time when Tarrant are ready to host this and then rely on the ground.
Thank you, Patrick. So that's one you have in front of you is just keeping it in line with the other, taking out the maps. It's the only change.
Correct. And to the wording, which is just take out 2/3 of the sentence.
This is further evidence of a council which I must admit I am proud of, that has the ability to create good relationships with our iwi, and that this takes place. Again, it is something in which we haven't got out to spread the gospel or to spread the message about, in which we are particularly lucky, unlike other local authorities that actually have some discussion areas that come to us, in which our relationship with our iwi are particularly strong. And again, just to sort of show that, in which just a couple of words from the Rotorua people, in which they tell us that they are They are and continue to be impressed by the healthy and constructive relationship that has continued to develop between Council and Rukawa. While we're not always agreed, there's been respect and an understanding that our shared focus is on achieving the best we can for our communities. And I think you as councillors, as it comes to them, can be justly proud of that sort of comment coming out of the chair of Rukawa, and the same sort of thing is coming out because of the joint agreement that we are now saying, yes, we can go ahead and sign, with tariff. It is something which is there. We accept it as part of our way we work, but it's actually something you can be as councillors particularly proud of, that this has developed and it doesn't happen everywhere else. So, as people sort of talk out there, take pride in the fact that this sort of thing here that we do, and as we've done with Rukawa, is the envy, not of other councils, but if you talk to Rukawa and the comments that they make, they're actually the envy of other iwi. Why can't they do it? So I take great pleasure in moving those recommendations that the Mayor and the Chief Executive be authorised to sign, and that when it does take place, the councillors are invited to be part of it. I will move recommendations 1, 2, 3 and 4. Are they seconded?
Yeah.
Seconded by the Deputy Mayor. Are there any discussion? No discussion? I'll put it. All those in favour, please say aye. Thank you, Patrick. It is good. And I hope that when we are able to go down to the marae and sign it down there, we'll all be attending. Thank you. I always admit and do something wrong, but at the start of the meeting, I meant to introduce the new young lady sitting in the front here. You'll see this is a new face as a PA taking our minutes. And so, Dee, would you like to introduce yourself to this august body?
I think you've done an admirable job of introducing.
Tell us where you're from, why you're from, and how you're going to love working here.
Oh, I'm going to do my utmost best to look after you all, and I'm going to really enjoy working here. It's come from the DHB, so it should be a different environment.
So, welcome.
Thank you.
Please make quite certain you make yourself known to Dee over a cup of tea, and so if there's there. All right. Item 6.3, the residents' satisfaction survey. Ms. Wood, and bring your young man forward to introduce him to have that as